Well, anyone who watches The Unit knows that it deals with an elite special forces military unit that no one messes with. So imagine how I felt when I got to be put right in the middle of the action. I had a special mission of my own, guest starring as myself in this Sunday's episode. Okay, it's very early, and I'm guest starring on The Unit, but the thing that I'm most excited about, other than meeting Dennis Haysbert in a few minutes, is my own trailer. Okay, so the name's not that fancy, but I'm saving this piece of masking tape. Can I have this to keep, Vahan? He's the executive producer.
I led them back to the others.
To the house in Mosul.
Yes.
I'm actually playing myself in Sunday's episode of The Unit, interviewing a soldier with something to hide. She's the brave daughter of Dennis Haysbert's character, Jonas Blaine. If you were in my shoes and you had to play yourself,
I try to keep my voice in my upper register because when I get nervous, I get down here.
So this is a rehearsal. We don't do these in news. Terrence, is this people are calling you a hero or a statement? People are calling you a hero.
No, people are. I don't. It's a statement.
Yeah. I'm scared. I have no idea. I'm like cringing at myself as I'm doing it.
You just be yourself and you'll be fine. Do absolutely nothing. That'll be the secret for you.
Lieutenant, you've got a couple of medals on your chest. People are calling you a hero. As a professional actor, what is your advice to me in this scene to try and get the truth out of your daughter?
Just being yourself.
Okay.
Because being yourself is disarming enough that, nobody can really lie to you. You're not compelled to.
I hope not. What tips do you have or advice for me?
I think you have nothing to be nervous about. I just saw in your rehearsal and you nailed it. Just really beautiful work.
Thank you.
Make sure you're not going down to your notes when she says I was rescued in Iraq, because that's a shift for you. Action!
Rehearsals are one thing, but how would I act once the lights were on and the cameras were actually rolling? You have a couple of medals there on your chest. People are calling you a hero. Maybe you're just too modest to admit it.
The real heroes are the people still fighting on behalf of this country.
I see in some of the takes, like your eyes well up with tears. I'm like, oh, and it makes me want to bring something else to the table. I mean,
That's the special thing. That's the magic,
You were centered. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you guys worked well
You did a
together.
great job.
And cut! Awesome. It's a cut. Very nice, guys. Round it on Julie.
That is an episode wrap on Julie Chen.
Yay! When do we get started? We wrapped after 11 a.m. after I'd been on the set for 4.5 hours. And the scene, by the way, is only a minute and a half long.
But a minute and a half can be a lot of magic.
I hope so. The pressure's on.
How do you feel about it? Did you see the finished product?
I saw just that little section, but then to see the whole thing is Sunday night.
Can I ask you a serious question? Because you've done Big Brother, you've done this, been on game shows. How different was that from everything you've done?
Completely different, because I'm like, what do you mean I have to play myself? You mean I have to force myself to look at myself in the mirror? I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. These are lines that you gave me.
It's an oxymoron. Play yourself.
Right.
Right?
It
Act
was- yeah.
yourself.
Well, when is it on?
Well, let me tell you at home, you can watch The Unit this Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, right here on CBS.
That was Julie playing Harry. Very, very convincing, too.